Welcome back to Wild Free Van C.
We're Adam and Nicole and this is our channel.
We recently decided to quit our jobs, put our house up for rent to travel Europe in our self-converted peppermint camper.
Follow us as we navigate travelling with little money and big dreams.
Coming up, a beach day at La Baule, explore and sleep at the dunes of Pilat, and spend a night in the middle of a vineyard where we learn about how to become organic beekeepers. And will this be the end of our trip?
We've had an issue with our electrics. Alright everyone, just woke up in this awesome camping spot. Well, it's free, it's just we end up staying in this car park at the end of Millionaires Road, and it's right next to a lake with all these lovely sailing boats. We thought we'd just stay somewhere for free to save a bit of money. And yeah, we found this spot on Park for Night again, and it was absolutely spot on. But we got here late last night, about 8:30, well, 8:45. Just got ready for bed, and we thought we're going to have a busy day today, so we're going to set off early, go and see Le Bleu. I'm getting all the names wrong, but and then drive to Nantes, which is like a little city. I'll show you it all on the vlog. And then if I find out how to pronounce the names properly, I'll also do that too. But this is actually where we were meant to park on Park for Night. These are the images. So you could drive down this road and park there, but obviously we got here a bit late last night. We just got to car park and set off, and then we walked brandy and discovered this spot. We were like, this is where we're meant to park. But where we were wasn't bad anyway. Got a better view, I think. But look at that, a camping spot that costs nothing. You know what I mean? And there's the bridge of the motorway up there. Some of the reviews did say it was noisy, but I can't barely hear out. And if you were in a van, you weren't going to hear out. So I think people were just complaining about the house. But yeah, definitely recommend this spot if you're looking for somewhere free to camp. So we're going to get packed up and head off, and we'll show you where we're going to go. Catch you in a bit.
We definitely recommend this wild camp spot, especially if you're wanting to visit La Baule, which is a beautiful beach in Brittany just north of Nantes. In fact, this bay is one of the largest in Europe at 9 kilometres long, and the beach stretches for almost 5 kilometres of it. And if you're lucky like we were, you can get a free parking spot right next to the beach. And after a busy week of exploring, we couldn't wait to just chill out and dip our toes in the sea.
Brandy loves it here, doesn't she?
Go to our next spot on the way.
Yeah.
We arrived at our next location, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is recommended by a bloke that Adam used to work with. It's really lovely actually, because you can just park for free right on the beach, as just shown you. But yeah, Brandy's just so happy. She's had pretty much a long day walking around town yesterday, didn't she?
Yeah,
so she's ready for a bit of
Brandy!
surfing.
Sorry.
But if you look on the floor, look at all the shells.
To be fair, we're parked right over there, which is mint. Isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, there's a sign saying not to take the shells. There's just thousands of them. Went to a patisserie, a boulangerie, and we've got some sandwiches, so we're just going to stay here, I think, for the day. The plan was to go to Nantes. We've just decided that we're not going to go there anymore because it's like a city, and there's not really anywhere to camp. It's not very far out from the city. And just when you've got a dog and things, like it's just no fun for them. So we decided that we're just going to stay here for the day, camp out here, find an air or a campsite, and then we're going to make a big journey in the morning down to Bordeux. And that's the plan.
Peace out.
At low tide, you will find it's covered in these beautiful shells, and the reason they ask you not to take them is because seashells are the protective homes of shellfish and serve important functions long after the original animal inside is gone, as animals like hermit crabs rely on empty seashells to replace their shells as they grow. So as pretty as they are, we must not be tempted to take them.
She sells seashells on the seashore.
She sells seashells on the seashore. Bonjour.
How are we?
Yeah, just found a lovely spot on the beach to get some coffees.
I know, look at these.
Our
Some nice coffee.
yeah, look at this spot.
I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I'm just gonna stay here all day, just
Yeah.
chill out.
Make the best of it, spend the day by the beach. This little rugrat loves it.
We've just been digging holes. We're gonna have to fill in so people don't fall over when we leave.
Yes.
But yeah,
She's loved it.
we had a bit of we've basically been having a bit of trouble with our van,
Yeah.
so we can only wild camp for one night at a time.
One
because-
night, and then the leisure batteries are getting drained because the split charge relay is not working. But hey ho, it's not the end of the world, is it?
No, that's it. We're just it's something that we can't change right now. We're making our way to Chamonix, where my brother lives. So hopefully he might be able to find a sparky that can help us out with some tools so we can fix it.
That'd be helpful because it's not having any tools, which is a bit of a bugger. We can't do anything at all.
Yes,
But
but there's nothing we can do about it. So
when we get to
just-
campsites and we plug in, we're actually charging the leisure battery, so we're all right, aren't
yeah, that's it. So we're just going to do wild camp, either an air or a campsite, wild camp, and so on.
we? Yeah.
Brandy's digged a massive hole. But doing what Baxi used to do, but with balls. So she's digging a hole and burying them. I don't know what she's done with the other one.
Oh, it's in the sand somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
You little bugger.
But hopefully we're hoping that the sun stays out because we're going to get in our swimsuits and we're going to go for a swim today.
I might even get the paddleboard out.
Yeah, we're going to get paddleboard out and just have a nice beach day, chill out, because to be fair, since we set off, we've just not stopped really, and we did say to ourselves that we were going to chill out a bit more on this trip because we're here for so long.
Yeah.
There's just so many nice places to see, like the whole coastline is just absolutely beautiful. Like no matter where you stop on this coastline, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
It's just, the sea is just crystal clear. I mean, I think it's helped that we've been really lucky with the weather. We've had sunshine every day pretty much, haven't we? Apart from when we got to St. Michael.
But
Even then the sun came out after.
Yeah, it only rained for a little bit, and then once we walked round and started walking back, it was all sunny.
Yeah. Enjoy these coffees, enjoy the view.
walk back to the van, get the paddleboard and the swimsuits out. Don't know why I'm wearing a swimsuit, but might get my bikini out, get my bikini line on, go and get my titties out.
Yeah, and
It'll
just
be nice.
have a good time.
Yeah,
That's what we're here for.
that's it.
And Adam started something exciting, haven't you? A new
Yes.
venture business-wise. In
Yes,
hope that we can eventually
do this
continue
full
to work
time.
on the road.
Yeah. That's,
So he's got something to do today, haven't you?
yeah, I'm going to be a busy boy, so I've got some work to do today come 6 o'clock. And then I'll probably be having a couple of hours each day just starting my new business venture
Which we will tell you all about
in due time.
very soon.
Peace out.
Lunch with a view.
We spent the rest of the day eating baguettes, paddleboarding and reading our books on the beach. Then we decided to find a campsite so we could try and figure out what the hell is going wrong with our van.
Hi guys, I thought I'd jump on here and tell you some of the troubles we've been having since we've arrived in France. It's not all been rainbows and sunshines. We've had an issue with our electrics. Started the first night, the gas cooker stopped working, and for some reason it was just doing this. I'll show you. Flashing up, and then it just wouldn't work. You wouldn't get gas. Usually all these lights are green and it'll tell you how much gas you've got in it. At first we thought we ran out of gas, and then we realised when you plug it in it works. I'm not quite 100% sure, but must be something to do with the electrics because the solenoid's not turning on the gas, so you can't use the gas cooker. And now even the lights have stopped working, unfortunately, so I think the electrics are pretty much gone. And when I've actually looked at it, I'll show you, give you a little bit of van expose. The fact is, you can have 3 sources of power going to your van. You've got solar, you've got where you can plug in at the mains, which we've got here, just plugged in there, right next to van battery. And then the third option you've got is a split charge relay. So most vans made after 2015 you'll find have a smart alternator, so your standard split charge relay won't work, which is your cheaper version. They cost about 60 quid. They're brilliant. But if you've got a van made after 2015, chances are they've got a smart alternator, at which point you'll need a DC to DC battery charger. Now, we do have one of them, and we have one battery there, one leisure battery there, and another one, I don't know if you can see, just behind that cupboard, just there. Now this is the DC to DC battery charger. Now you can see there's no lights on it, it's not working. In fact, the person we got to fit it has just used it to piggyback a standard split charge relay that would be used on an older version van. So an older model, this would work no problem. The alternator, when you're running your car, would charge up your leisure batteries. But unfortunately it's stopped working, or it has never worked from the start, we just didn't know. But it is also connected to our solar. So that means the solar's not producing any power either. And we've got this, which cost me about £250, and it's not even being used. So it's not been the greatest start as what we thought it'd be, but we haven't let it get our spirits down. I've had a few stressful moments, I'm not going to lie, but we've taken our time. I've done a bit of googling and I've found someone who could help us. Now I've messaged them, and they're basically, it's a couple, and they fix, repair and service caravans and motorhomes, and they are just 2 hours away, and they travel around France and Spain, and I can't believe it, our luck, that they are only 2 hours away. So I've contacted them. They don't really look at camper van conversions because they're more motorhomes and caravans, you know, but I've told them what's happened, showed them pictures, and he's willing to look at it tomorrow. Can you believe? So we've booked into the same campsite they're at, and tomorrow we'll go and visit them, and hopefully all our issues are going to be solved and there'll be no more stress and it'll be easy sailing. So I just wanted to jump on here and just let you know it's not all sunshines and rainbows. Sometimes shit happens and you got to deal with it. So we're dealing with it, and tomorrow hopefully it'll all be solved.
We made our way to the Loire region to meet up with Chris, who quickly enlightened us that the batteries had been wired up wrong, a fuse had blown, and we needed to invest in a battery charger. We were a bit pissed off to find out the guy we paid to fit our electrics had literally bodged the whole thing and still charged us full whack, but we are so thankful to Chris who was able to fix it so we could continue our travels, and now it's all rainbows and sunshines.
So off we went back to the coast to visit the stunning dunes of Pilat. Wait a second, why am I walking in slow-mo? Yep, you guessed it, these 2 Yorkshire absolute numpties accidentally put the camera into slow-mo and ruined 2 days of footage. Can you tell we're new at this? Anyway, if you didn't know, if you accidentally put your camera into slow-mo, you can speed the footage back up, but you just can't get the sound back. But anyway, we would definitely recommend the dunes of Pilat, which is the tallest sand dune in Europe, where you will see many people hiking up the dunes and paragliding from them. We didn't paraglide this time, but we definitely enjoyed watching other people do so as we swam in the sea.
You can park here for free. There are some really good restaurants right near the car park where we decided to chill out and enjoy one of the best pizzas we ever tasted. It does ask you not to camp here overnight, and the reason being because sadly 2 years ago this very forest was gripped in flames when a car caught on fire during a heat wave. causing a wildfire to spread uncontrollably across 7,000 hectares of forest. 5 campsites and nearby buildings burnt to the ground, leaving only dunes in their place. 2 years later, the greenery has begun to flourish again.
After watching others do it, we decided we wanted to try hike to the top of the dunes, which ended up being a lot more difficult than it seemed. Adam ended up losing his slider and got a little bit upset when he couldn't find it.
I didn't get upset.
You were literally having a meltdown.
Yeah, well, they were the only other sliders I had, and at the end of the day, it was hard trying to get up them dunes, and all you were doing was standing there laughing at me.
To be fair, if you had the sound for this video, you would just hear me laughing my head off. 30 minutes and 2 sliders later, we decided to forego the hike and head to the wine country, Bordeux.
We found an awesome place on Park for night where we got to sleep right in the heart of a vineyard, which couldn't have been a more amazing experience. And the best part, it was completely free. Whilst we were there, we were invited to learn more about organic beekeeping, and since slowly transitioning from being vegetarian to vegan, we were a little apprehensive, but the owner taught us a lot about how important organic beekeeping actually is for our environment.
Sadly, as we all know, the bee population is on a decline, and this actually has a lot to do with the production of honey. When honey is made in a non-organic way, the bees work really hard making their honey, and the beekeeper comes along, takes all their honey, replaces it with sugary water, and then in some cases they then kill all the bees, keeping just the queens. When honey is made in an organic way, the hive is mainly left to just bee. If the beekeeper wants to take any honey at all, it's in the tiniest of amounts and is only taken in the summer months, giving the bees enough time to make what they need to rest in the winter. They also very rarely open the hive, as this can disrupt the temperature, affecting the bees' overall health.
We then bought a couple of bottles of wine for family and some honey for ourselves and headed back to the van, which Brandy was so excited for us to be back. Does anybody else's dog bring them a teddy when they come home?
After a beautiful night's sleep, we woke up to sunshine, so we enjoyed a walk around the vineyard. The owner also offers dinner or breakfast, which you obviously pay extra for, so we opted to pay for breakfast as we didn't have much in our fridge, and we are so glad that we did. How cute is this little breakfast basket that they provided us with at the vineyard? Got a French baguette, we've got coffee, fruit, croissants, little yogurts, some fruit juice, butter, jams. Oh, that is just so nice. And the sun is shining. Woke up in the middle of this vineyard. Honestly, had the best night's sleep. Ready for some food?
Yeah, we are.
Well rested and full bellied later, we got back on the road as we enjoyed a beautiful drive following the
Dordogne River.
We had planned to hit up the famous Salat food market the following day, so we wanted to find a nice little village close by. You are literally spoilt for choice of nice villages along the Dordogne River. We decided on Bayonet Kazakh, aka the castle on the hill, and you can see why.
It was a red hot day, so pretty much as soon as we arrived, we were jumping in that river.
It's chilling.
It's a little bit cold.
Woo! Yeah. It smells like the fucking sea.
Smells like it's nice touching.
Hey look, swimming with a view. Oh.
Right there.
Isn't it? Oh, and we're clean.
And we're clean.
We spent a few hours sunbathing and swimming and getting eaten alive by mozzies, and then we decided to get dressed and go and explore that massive castle. To make your way to the castle, you take a very steep path up a medieval cobblestone street, which was very tiring, I will admit, but so worth it for the views of Baynac. In fact, Baynac was labelled one of the most beautiful villages in France, and we could see why. Lying right next to the impressive Dordogne river, this village is characterised by so many beautiful stone houses. I just really wanted to buy one, to be honest, but didn't have enough money.
This castle was built in the 12th century on a sheer cliff edge to try and repel attackers. Made with thick defensive stone walls to protect the Baynac people and huge tall watchtowers to be able to see any enemies arriving in the horizon.
Sadly, we got there a little bit too late, so we couldn't go inside the castle. However, to make sure you don't miss seeing this impressive fortress like we did, make sure you get there between the hours of 10 AM and 7 PM so you can explore every nook and cranny.
Wait, turn it off.
Action.
Welcome to my crib.
Come on in.
Brandy's taking us. Follow me. I'm going to take you to the balcony first. Can't go in there, private.
Private.
This is the lawn. I like to practice my yoga. They're the birds that Brandy likes to chase.
It's a big lawn.
This is where we like to barbecue. Well, entry to the chateau is actually around the other side. I sometimes get confused. Too many vinos when in France. Oh, look at this view. The best part of the chateau. Up here is my little bedroom where I entertain my husband.
Ooh! Hello!
This is where I go and pray for all my sins. This is my book that I read in the night to help me sleep. And that's all you can see today. We are closed. Good.
We got back to the van and ended up catching some hot air balloons flying overhead. Then we took a short drive to a free air close by. Oh, we do love a freebie. And that's the end of this vlog. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you're feeling extra nice, why not leave a comment?
Catch us next time as we arrive in our much beloved Chamonix at the same time as the Olympic torch, as we spend a full week exploring the mountains and just taking a deep breath.